Hey everyone, welcome to the Game 7 channel. I'm Esmond.
I'm Gabriel.
And this morning we just got into a car accident. It was a really shaking experience, so forgive us if our voices are a bit weird. But we are here to talk about underrated cards in Magic the Gathering for 2021. We've compiled a list of about 10 or so of each of our, top picks for
10
underrated
cards.
cards.
10 cards.
Yeah, 10 cards each. Our definition of underrated is that, according to Scryfall, when we list it by EDH rec, it's not in the first 3 pages. So not in the top 200 or so cards.
Not in the top 200
or so.
cards under the EDH ranking under Scryfall.
Yes. And I will go first. My first pick for underrated card, it is Raydane, God of the Worthy, which flips into Wagner, Protector's Shield. I think both sides of these cards just do so many things.
Yeah.
It can slow opponents down, and the preventing 1 damage, that thing helps against like all those people who try and flood the board or like storm damage.
Oh, it's pretty good, huh?
Yeah, it's very good. Yeah, it's underrated. I didn't even know.
My first card is Dress Down.
Ah, modern staple.
Yeah, it's very good. I think it's very good in a pinch. It replaces itself, very important in Commander.
Yeah.
And it stops a lot of win conditions, especially those creature-based decks.
Like Thoracle, Crater Hoof, yeah.
And commanders like enchantment card? Enchantment commander?
Or Tuvasa.
Tuvasa.
But yeah, I mean, pretty decent card. Not something I would have picked, but that's why we have different opinions. My next pick is something from Strixhaven. It is selfless glyphweaver. So this guy flips into a board wipe, Deadly Vanity. It is a very expensive board wipe, but I just think that both sides of these cards have utility value, whether it's to protect your own stuff or destroy everything else. Just good card.
I really like the front side, the white card, the white side, which is like a selfless spirit.
Yes, it is one of my favorite cards.
Oh my goodness, I love selfless spirit. Alright, my second pick is Forging the Tyrite Sword. In Boros decks, ramp is premium. So it gives ramp over 2 turns. In the last chapter, it tutors.
You can only tutor for Halva or an equipment.
Yeah. So Halva, or you can tutor the sword.
Any sword.
Any sword.
My next pick is a new one from Crimson Vow, Mirror Hall Mimic. It is another card that flips. So
he likes flip cards. Yeah. Why? Are flip cards underrated? Comment down below.
And this is a 4-mana spirit that basically comes in as a copy of something else on the field. But I think the flip side is more interesting. So Ghastly Mimicry, because you can just enchant a creature and on your upkeep you just make a copy of it automatically, for free.
Oh yes, I really think that flip side it's
right.
Very strong.
It's so good.
It's very strong.
Yeah, it could go into a Tubasa deck as well.
Okay, more enchantments.
Yeah.
My third card, it's Glorious Protector. Enters the battlefield, it protects your creatures.
Non-angel creatures.
Non-angel, still very good.
It is.
It's like another selfless spirit, but has flash.
It's like the other one that does it. Restoration Angel.
Yes.
Yeah, I think the foretell on this is good.
Yes,
you
it's
get
a
to play.
trap card.
Yeah, it's a trap card. The only thing that makes this not so great is that it has to leave the field before you get your creatures back. So it's not really like a blink effect.
It's more of a board wipe
protector. Yeah.
If somebody casts Cyclonic Rift, you get it back
That's
and
true.
you have your board.
Yeah.
Wow.
Alright, my next pick is a black card. It is Marshland Bloodcaster. And when I was thinking about this, I was thinking it's kind of like a worse Bolas's Citadel. So yeah, just cheating on mana, I think it generally is good.
I think it's very, very strong. Especially if you have a Eldrazi in hand. Ooh. Spicy.
Ooh.
Should put it in Belby. Alright, another card that I might put in the Belby deck, it's Harness Infinity.
Imagine just paying 7 life to cast this.
Oh.
No, but first, I mean, you need a lot of stuff in your graveyard for this card to work. So
it's underrated, so because it draws you cards, technically.
I guess so, if you have more cards in your graveyard than your hand. Yeah.
Yep.
Okay, my next card is a more simple one. It's a board wipe, Blood on the Snow. I think this is just one of the better board wipes this year.
It's very strong.
Yeah, but this one for 6 mana, as long as you're playing Snowlands, you get to reanimate something. I mean, even if you get back like a 1 mana or 2 mana creature for this, you're still
worth it.
Yeah, you're still ahead
It's
on board,
totally
right?
worth it.
Yeah,
You could even put your commander.
exactly. Yeah, like a Belby.
My next pick is Icing Death Frost Tyrant. When I first saw this card, I was really excited for it.
It's another white card.
Yes, I love my white cards and my swords.
Yeah, I actually think the sword side of this is better. Really? Yeah, because I mean it's harder to remove equipments, right? And
That's
because
true.
you get the tap down effect from the sword. So yeah. Okay, my next one is not a flip card. It is a foretell card, Spectral Deluge. It's another kind of pseudo board wipe. You know, you can foretell it, you cast it for 3 mana, and you just bounce.
I think most foretell cards are quite underrated, to be honest.
Yeah. You just need what, 4-5 islands for this to be pretty much a board wipe. And it doesn't hit your own creatures.
Oh wow, that's pretty good.
Yeah.
Okay, my next card is Master of Death.
Oof, value card.
Value. Playing it on turn 3, let it die, you just swing in, let it die, surveil again.
Yeah.
Wow.
It's a good sacrifice fodder. And I mean, when it ETBs, you surveil 2 already. So you're fueling graveyard strategies. So, excellent card.
Very good.
Alright, so my next pick is Claw's Will. Basically, it's a modular spell that carries on from Commander Legends or the Will cycles.
Ooh.
I mean, even if you don't have a commander, casting either of these modes is still pretty good value, depending on what you need.
Instant speed in Gru colors.
Yeah, amazing.
My next card, it's a very fun card. Another Boros card. Most Boros cards are again underrated. Yeah. It's Ram Carolus. You pronounce it Carolus or?
Carolus.
Carolus.
And Matthew actually recommended this in his top legends actually.
I'm actually loving the design space for this Boros asymmetric effect. I think the potential is very high, especially as you build around.
This is kind of a meh card for me.
You can see in the list, most of the cards are black and blue. Mine's white and red.
Yeah, different opinions. That's why we're giving you a whole spectrum of ideas here.
Except green, you know, most green commander cards are already very strong.
Okay, my next pick is colorless. It is it is Eye of Wagner. This 2 mana artifact. I think should really
I'm loving the art actually.
It should really be seeing more play. I mean, if people are playing things like Phyrexian Arena, right? Every turn this happens also. When it ETBs, you immediately draw a card.
And it's only 2 colorless mana.
Yeah, exactly. So if you have 2 mana to spare on your upkeep, just pay it, you draw a card. And you pay 2 life, of course, which is a fair trade.
I think it's better Phyrexian Arena.
Because it's colorless?
Yes. Yeah. And it's 2!
Exactly.
Mana.
Underrated.
My next. Oh, it's a very fun card that I like. From Kalheim.
Yeah.
It's the Rune Crown and the Rune Cycle.
So cheating a bit, he has about 6 cards in here. The Rune Crown and all the runes.
Yeah. Number 1, it's a tutor effect.
It is, yeah.
And number 2,
you like tutors.
It draws a card because it finds a rune.
And the runes draw cards.
And the runes draw cards.
Yeah. Honestly, that's actually good.
Yeah.
The fact that the runes can draw cards and they just attach to this equipment makes them harder to get rid of.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And the fun part about the rune cards are that it can attach to any permanent. You can make a Death Touch Forest. But the only ish downside I would say is that to get all 5 runes,
oh yeah,
you have to pay a 5-color deck.
Yeah, like Karona.
Oh, that'd be fun. Keep an eye out for that.
My next pick is enchantment. It is Warlock class, and I think it just does a lot of things. Ping opponents for 1 life, you get to return stuff from your graveyard, and of course the last effect is the Wound Reflection.
Wound Reflection.
So this is a Wound Reflection when you need it, and it just does so many things.
I do think the classes are better than Sagas, to be honest.
Yeah, because the classes stay on the field.
Yeah. Right, my next card is Sarah's Emissary.
Another white card. Boring.
It's a very strong ability.
It is.
So if you can cheat it out with a reanimation effect.
Okay. Meh. Another white card.
Hello, all my white cards are meh.
Okay, moving on quickly. I think this is our last card. So my last pick is a green card, and it's another class. It is Ranger class. And I think this is so super underrated. It should be seeing play in almost
it's so strong.
Every deck that plays green and creatures. Because in ETBs, you get a creature, when you attack, you get counters, and then you pay 4 mana, you can cast stuff off the top of your library.
You just realize that all Esmond says is, this card is so strong.
It's so
he
strong.
reads out the card
it's
and
so strong.
he's so strong.
Yeah, no, I'm reading it out because I'm afraid that you guys don't know what it does. So I need to project it into your brain.
Yeah,
underrated.
My last card is a fun card. My card is Deck of Many Things.
Yep, this is a fun one.
If you have spare mana on your turn,
you
don't know what to do. You pay 2 and you roll the dice.
Yeah.
The worst could happen is
you discard your hand.
I discard my hand.
I mean, if a natural 20 is a win con by itself.
Yes!
Yeah. So, I mean, this is great if you have no cards in hand. If you have maybe one card in hand.
It's very good in a Belby deck.
Yeah.
Because Belby runs
anything that needs gas, I mean, 10 to 19, draw 2 cards is really so strong.
It's 50% chance of drawing 2 cards.
Yeah, honestly, just value.
Yeah, good card combo with this card is 1 with nothing.
Alright, so that is our top picks for 2021 for underrated cards. This is Gabriel's opinion, of course, not Matthew. If you want to know Matthew's opinion, ask him to do a video. Otherwise, comment down below, let us know what were your underrated picks and why. Subscribe, like, and we'll see you next year. Thank you all for your support this year.
Say something like, if we have 20 subs with the next 7 days, Matthew will come and...
No. Alright, bye.